Okay, so here we are with Empyrion Galactic Survival. It's not really a new game, but with the downfall of the No Man's Sky debacle, I kind of searched out for a new game, which was a little more survival, but also let you go to space and all that good stuff. So anyway, there's a couple. You can play multiplayer, but from what I've seen, you have to find a place, a room or whatever. But we're just going to play single player here real quick. So there's two places you can start out, Omicron or Akua. Omicron has a non-breathable planet, but it's still temperate. There's water and all that, but you just have to start generating O2 ASAP, and you can never have your helmet off, which is kind of a pain. So I'll just set it to Akua just to make everything a little easier. So you can have creative or survival. Creative is a sandbox. Survival is you kind of crash to the planet in a survival pod, and you have to just go from there. So here we have the difficulty presets. The content of your escape pod basically is what you start off with. How quickly you gain XP, the amount of ore on the planet, the number of deposits, overall drone presence. There's drones that on every planet that just attack you randomly, pretty much. Bases, enemy difficulty, all this stuff. Constructor speed, blueprint production. We'll show you all that. So this is Akua. It's a little low on gravity, just like Earth. Breathable atmosphere. We're going to start there. Alright, here we go. So, important part about where you want to land is you want to be somewhere with water. It's kind of a big deal. I don't like the way that big mountain looks. How about that beach? Cool, cool, cool. So you start off in this escape pod, and it's chock full with a bunch of stuff for survival. It's kind of implied that there was a battle or something, your ship blew up or whatever, and you're the only survivor. So, here we are. Looks good to me. Let's not get it in the water, that'd be bad. Oh yeah, we've crash landed. Cool, so here we are, here's the game. Like I said, this is Akua, so you can take your helmet off. U is what put your helmet on and off, so. You walk over here. F key accesses things, and you just click the take all. Right, it has stuff like a pistol. Whoopsies. Stuff. If you hit shift and click, it'll move it over to equipped. So you don't need the ammo to be on the equipped list in order to use it. Flashlight, drill, that's important. Chainsaw, not so much. Survival constructor, this is going to be what makes everything. And it makes them from raw materials that are fashioned into ingots. So obviously, you have a bunch of ingots to start off with. I had a lot because I put it on easy. Anyway, you have a couple small O2 bottles just in case you decided to land on the other planet, Omicron. With these, you can equip them and use them to restore your oxygen, which will slowly deplete when you have your helmet on. You also have food here, which it goes down slowly over time, and health. Of course, you can hurt yourself. There's that, and stamina. If you sprint with shift, you can run quickly, and that goes down, or swim quickly. You can go underwater. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so the tutorial on the right side is going to show us a bunch of stuff to do, which is pretty handy. But we'll start off by putting our survival constructor fairly close to the beach. Super easy peasy. And you have your O2 generator. I'll do these in order so that it's a little easier to follow. So it says add crafting materials, add a fuel pack template, motorbike template, and start production. So when it says to add a template, it just means to build it. So we already have some Promethean fuel packs. You go over to what did it say? Promethean fuel packs. Cool. Make 10 of those. You have to turn it on. So this particular constructor does not take any power, which is cool. But there's a little switch here. It's on. If you fail to click that, nothing will work, and you suck. Anyway, so the requirement for getting a motorbike, or to make a motorbike, is just one motorbike construction kit. Well, if you look over here, those take all those random things. But luckily, we already came with a motorbike construction kit. Right, it was in our survival pack. So we just go over here, make a motorbike. Easy peasy. Next one tells us to place the O2 generator. It has to be in the water, of course. It makes water from something, right? So, boom. There you are. And it does indeed take energy items. If you shift-click, it automatically just puts them all in the slots. And you can only put one per slot. It uses them over time. But with these fuel packs, which are made from Promethium, it will power the oxygen generator automatically. There's no click button like the constructor. And it gives you a little countdown here until the next bottle of oxygen. Kind of important if you want to use oxygen for something. Since we're here on Akua, all we'll need that for is space travel. Yeah, which takes so much time to do. Anyway, so here we have a motorbike. Let's put this puppy down. Psych. Oh right, tab is what brings your inventory up. It's kind of not really intuitive. But anyway, yeah, we're on a bike here. So it tells us to look for edible and medicinal plants. So real quick, I just wanted to get some meat. You see, stop. No, please stop. Good. So you see, there's these guys. These are what's considered prey fauna. So if you shoot them, they'll run away, right? Well, these particular ones will run away. The ones from Akua. There are also Triceratops here, which will run towards you if you shoot them, and Velociraptors, which will run towards you and try to attack you if you shoot them. But at nighttime, they will run towards you in the first place and try to attack you. Anyway, so let's jack this guy up. Ooh, there's some Velociraptors. Hello. Oh, Jesus. I was so wrong. They attack you if you shoot at all. Luckily, they're... Oh, God, Jesus! Woo! Oh, that was close. Cool. We'll take their meat. Looks like they're defensive over any animals that got shot near them. That's kind of weird. Cool. Now we have some meat. Yay. This is fiber. So you find plants like that around here. Some you can pick up, some you can't. Like these flowers, can't do it. But the fiber is really important in that you use it with aloe vera to make bandages. In the early game, bandages is what you use to heal yourself. That's really important. Cobra leaves, I actually have no idea what they're made for. Boom, let's pick it up anyway. So edible things, this wants us to pick up with sugar cane. And this right here, alien honey, is an alien beehive, I guess. Boom, you can eat the honey, and it gives you food, right? But it also increases your health. Because honey is, you know, super good for you, or whatever. Anyway, so I eat that honey. Yeah. And it restored my health that I lost from getting smoked by that raptor. Anyway, pick up like a cool berries, these little guys. All kinds of good stuff. You run around. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of some aloe vera. Cool berries you can just straight up eat. These are varying roots, or Veron roots, which I have no idea what do. Yay! Some bones. Pretty cool looking. Oh, and you also have a jetpack. If you hit J, it turns it on. You look over here in the bottom corner, your jetpack on or off. That's important for space travel, on or off, but for where we are right now, it's not so much important. Just that you can't, like, jump super far. Over here, you see these mushrooms. There you are. Alien Plasma ZR1. You use that in combination with something else to make med kits, which are super, super duper important. Small med kits. You can't make the large ones unless you find really complex alien plasmas. Dang, there's just no aloe vera here. There's some. Cool. So aloe vera looks just like aloe vera. So as you see, if you walk around, you can discover new deposits of stuff. So M pulls up your map, and here's Promethean deposits. There's 2 right next to my motorbike, and there's also a cobalt one that's fairly nearby. So if we ever need cobalt, we'll go over there with the drill and mine it up. So anyway, I kind of ran off from my motorbike. The tutorial is asking me to kill and loot an animal, although I already did that with the raptors. If you hit F1, just go to where you are. Nope, it's like some of them you have a little asterisk next to them, which means that you can just check it off if you want, without doing it. But it says read the tutorial, just make sure you know what you're doing. But some of them, like kill and loot an animal, are not optional. So it's fiber is like really important to stockpile. Oh, here's an animal that I could shoot and kill. Let's make sure there aren't any raptors. Oh, hey, raptors. Get over here. Yeah, bitch. There's 4 of them. This could get messy. Although those 2 over there didn't hear me shoot them, so if you shoot them in the head, there is a head multiplier. And it's different for each kind. See, over here, the damage if you look at the window over here on the right, when I mouse over it, damage multi-head is 2. For things like sniper rifles or other weapons, it's higher, but for things like maybe, I don't know, chainsaws, it might not be so high. Chainsaws do, in fact, do damage. It's 850. And there is no multiple for headshots. Weird. Anyway, let's jump back on my bike. Oh, and over here. These right here are called corn dogs. Look, their name is even corn dog. You can straight up eat these. Now, the interesting thing to note with all these foods is they have a perish time. That is very important. That perish time counts down slowly, including aloe vera. And so, if they reach 0, of course, they dissolve into nothing. They turn into spoiled food, which you can use for other things, making a nutrient solution, which you use those to make plots to make new plants. So, but it's really important that if you want to use things, aka med kits or food or whatever or what have you, if it's perishable, make sure that you put it in a fridge if you're not going to immediately use it. Cool. And if I ever wanted to pick up this motorbike, you can just hit Shift and hit F to pick it up. Now it's in my inventory, so handy dandy. Right. So cooling. Let's make some salami. Use raw meats, and it turns into salami. Or you could also make grilled steak, or if you have an actual food processor, you can also turn it into grilled ribs or something like that. But salami is right now what I want because, look, it has the highest perish time, 70, as opposed to 25 or 30. I don't have a fridge right now, so that's kind of important. So what I really need to do is make a base. But the tutorial on the right side tells me to craft an assault rifle and its associated ammo. So if I go to the constructor and go to my weapons and items, I don't see an assault rifle. That's kind of not good. Oh crap, I can't build an assault rifle. What do I do? Well, the thing is that you don't have the tech for an assault rifle yet. See, I'm level 3 already, because I'm assuming I started level 3, or maybe I shot those dinosaurs up and it leveled me up to level 3. Either way, I have 25 points available to use. So if you look over here on the top left number, it says the number of points that it takes and the level associated with your ability to unlock those things. So if we go over here to weapons, assault rifle, yeah, that's what we want. You click. So now assault rifle is available to me. Now the shitty part about the survival constructor is, see how it says it takes 5 metal components and 1 electronics? You have to make those individually. Right, so 5 metal, 1 electronic. So these metal components, so if you just click them, it's not just one of these is going to make 1 metal component. If you mouse over it, it says output count. That's important. 2, right? So every 1 that's constructed, 2 will pop out. Okay, so it takes 1 iron and 1 cobalt ingot. So now I'm 1 down and 1 down. Simple, easy peasy. So we need 5 of those, so 2, 4, 6, we have 5. Electronics, same thing, output count 2, we just need 1 of those to be generated. So I have 1. I'll have 2 extra, or 1 extra, electronics and 1 extra metal component. So even though this is red, we can still click it, and it'll pop up here, and oh, there it goes. Now that I have everything needed to make an assault rifle, boom, I can make it. Yay! So now so if you mouse over any weapon, it tells you the amount of, or the ammo. If you look over here, the ammo required for each weapon. Yeah, so this requires 5.8mm bullets. So when you find or research a new weapon, the associated ammo always follows. So I need 5 metal pieces and 2 magnesium powder for each of these. I already have 50 magnesium powder. It's basically what you turn magnesium ore into. So now I need metal pieces. So if you hit Shift and click, it'll do 10. Shift and click, it spawns 10, right? So I need metal pieces for pretty much everything. I'll make a shit ton of them, right? Plus I need a lot of bullets. So let's actually make 20, which will in turn generate 40, that's right, 40 metal components. So that's good. And I only have 50 magnesium powder. That'll generate 20 bullets, or 20 actual bullets. So if I click it once, but the output count C is 25. So there's that. So that'll take, 5 pieces each, and I queued up 40, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's 7 different 5.8mm bullets. Cool. And that'll take 7 magnesium powder, or 14 magnesium powder as well. In the beginning, it's a little more important to math out all the shit, so you're making the right amount of stuff, but later on your next constructor will actually, if you click like assault rifle, it'll automatically queue up all the stuff that you don't have to make it, which is super fucking handy. So anyway, on the right side of the screen here, you see that we have 5 minutes and 23 seconds. What is that to? It's to sundown. Yeah, that's right. You can see over here the dark side of the planet, and the planet does rotate fairly quickly. You can walk faster than the rotation of the planet. So if you look at my compass, west, east, so let's head east. You watch the timer, it goes down fairly quickly. But if you turn west, so it's 5:11, 13, 14, 15. So you can actually run faster than the rotation of the planet. If you really want to just always stay on the day side, or go somewhere to get some food on the day side, or like scrounge for planets on the day side, you can just walk. No big deal. Plus you have a motorbike, it's pretty quick. So anyway, metal pieces. I made metal components. Shit. Whoopsies. So the output count is 10 for these. So this will generate 200 metal pieces, which is a lot, yes, but I need a lot of them for bullets. Oh, another important thing is, if you try and cancel production of something that is currently being made, you can't do it. That's the same for everything. Every constructor, that is. You have to turn it off and reduce them while it's off, and then turn it back on. But you can cancel stuff that is not being made yet, not currently under construction. Let's make 10 of these, 25 count, that's 250 bullets. That's a fair amount of bullets. Anyway, what I really want is a base starter. This is pretty important. We obviously already start with a core. It was in my survival pod, which disappears. LOL. But cores themselves are a pain in the ass to make. Here they are. 5 metal components, 4 electronics, 5 computers, and 3 cables. The computers are the tough part here because each computer requires a control device, 2 metal components, 2 cables, and 2 electronics. So that's 10 cables, 10 electronics, 10 metal components, and 5 control devices that I need for each, or for a core to be made, which would take fucking forever. So good thing they gave me one. Oh, and this is the inventory, of course, of the constructor. I move everything from my inventory to its inventory. Let's take the salami out. Cool. And we'll queue up a base starter here. So all this needs is a core, which we have one, I said. So the important part after that is we need steel blocks. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So what I really need in a base Here we are. So this is the devices tab. This is most of the things that actually move, or parts that will do things. So I need 3 things for the base starts before I can really do anything. You need a fuel tank. That's going to hold Promethean packs for your generator. Generator provides energy for your large constructor. So there's tons of shit that I need to make for these 3 things. These are the 3 base components of any base that you absolutely need. Well, you ask, why do I build a base starter? Well, the way the game works is, if you mouse over, like say I wanted to place a growing plot, we'll see right here. I wanted to put it right here. I can't, because it has to be touching something. When I say something, I mean it has to be either touching a base, a vessel, or something along those lines, a hover vessel, whatever. So when I put down the base starter, what happens is it allows me to put blocks on it. Does that make sense? So all this stuff has to start somewhere. That place is the base starter. So once we place the base starter, then we'll be able to build off it from there. So in the base starter, it'll pop out a little square that you put down, which will be the core of the base. And if that ever gets destroyed or blown up, then your core shuts off. That's that. I haven't tried, but it's my theory that if you have a spare core and you shove it into a base, that it will become yours. That's a theory. Maybe I'll try it out. But anyway, the important part is I need to start making fuel tank. Number 1, fuel tank. So 4 electronics, 3 cables. Cool. That'll make me a fuel tank. And next, small generator. We need metal components. Good thing I made a shite ton. 2 capacitors are in a reactor. Capacitors are down here. They take electronics cables. One capacitor device. It takes 2. So as these things are queuing up, I'm trying to like be at least one step ahead so that it's constantly building. Because I don't have a whole lot of time until sundown. 2 capacitor devices built. Now we need a reactor core. That's down here. We need a motor. Shit. We need cables for that. And then pipes, which require steel plates. 3 of them. These pipes are, since there's no output count, that means it's just 1 for 1. See? 1, 2, 3, and then 3 cables. And some electronics. Next are control devices. Two of them, so I queued up 2. And then electronics and 2 computers. Now the computers also need a control device, which means that I need to have 4 total control devices. More cables, more electronics. Cool, so all I need is more electronics, and then we are in business. Boom. Cool. So now I have a fuel tank, and a generator, and fuel packs. So now I need to make the large constructor, these 3 base components, right? So it takes 2 computers. Let's start with the computers. 2 control devices. Tons of metal components. See, I'm already out of metal components. I made like a gajillion of them before. A few cables. Some electronics. That'll take a minute. So let's queue all that up. Take these over. And start off our little base. It needs to be a little flat, otherwise things get a little weird with clipping or whatever. Cool. So let's put our little base here. Boop. Yeah, there it is, my base. So what I should have done a little bit beforehand is built some steel blocks. Maybe shit. Let's pull our bullets over. Whoopsies. Cool. Here's our sweet assault rifle. So the shitty part about the game currently, it may have gotten patched, but when you right-click to zoom in, it freezes. Yep, give it a sec. It just lags hard. Come on, you're okay. There it goes. Cool. That usually happens just once per, game you're playing. But it's a fairly large range. I could probably shoot it. Nope, couldn't hit it. Too far. Its range is 360 meters. So I totally can't. Strong bastards. There. That was weird. Kind of glitched out. Ah, crikey, there's a beaut. Oh man, there's so many animals over here. Thanks for your meat, lizard mule baby. So these lizard mules give you milk, usually, if you kill them. Damn, there's a shit ton of them. Trying to get up that mountain. Fuck, man, calm down. Cool. Especially jumping from high heights, your jetpack is super useful. Let's go see what our constructor looks like. So the crazy cool part about this game is that this planet over here you see off in the distance, you can actually go there, eventually, once you get all your shit together. Cool, my computers are made, I got steel plates and a few steel blocks. Awesome, so what do we need still for the constructor? A couple control devices. Boop, boop. Electronics, 2 more fucking motors, Jesus. So I'll need these steel plates later to make more steel blocks, to make the whole base. Let's go place those things now that we have some steel blocks. Boom. Alright, so if you see these dots in the top left hand, each dot means that you can put that block on that colored dot. So if the dot is red and yellow, you can put the block on bases and capital ships. Right? If it's green or blue, that means you can put small vessels as green and blue as a hover vessel. So it dictates the size of the block depending on what you're attaching it to. See, it's all small over here, but then you touch it to a base block and it turns into a base block. Cool beans. You click to place it, you could hit F5. Sweet, now you're in this like implied drone. You don't ever see it, but you can use it to build stuff. And then you can drag if you wanted, like that. And there's 6 degrees of motion on this, so I can do roll, or oh god, that made me so dizzy. Or pitch, you know, you can go up or down using C or spacebar. So we're just gonna make a pretty basic square for this, just so I can start putting stuff. Cool. F5 to get out of drone view. Put our fuel tank. We'll do here. Generator here. Access this and stuff full of Promethean packs. Yeah. So now it's active. So nothing's going to be using energy, but to turn on and off my base, or on and off anything for that matter, you hit Y. I don't know why it's Y, but it is. So you hit Y, it turns shit on, Y turns shit off. If you hit T, you hear that click, it does something. Well, you can't really tell right now, but if you hit T, it turns on and off the lights. I don't know why it's T, it fucking just is. So let's go back over here to the constructor, make sure it's still making shit. It's not. Piece of shit. So we need more electronics, cables, motors. That's the thing I wanted. Let's make a couple of motors first, because those are kind of complex items. Cables, another motor. Sweet. So we need lots more electronics. And more cables and pipes. Four pipes. Those motherfucking drones are on the way. Good thing I have an assault weapon. These motherfuckers are gonna eat shit. So if you hit M, if it gets within your view, you'll be able to see it. Usually it just pops up on your radar over there. But they will fuck your world up if you're not paying attention. You can make automated turrets and whatnots that will do your job for you. Shit, yeah. So you see my basic resources are dwindling. Let's eat some salami, gear up for my fight with the drone. So somewhere on this map, there is a drone base. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is. Screw this. So if you hit tilde, you can type in help. It tells you all the things you can do. Whoa, attempting to update a disabled reflection probe. Okay, calm down. Jesus. So you typed help. I don't know why it's doing that. It tells you all the list of commands you can do. But let's... You can type in the command map. Now it shows you everything that's on the map. Yay! Just for tutorial purpose. This minigun drone is obviously the one that's heading towards my fucking base because he's a dick. Shit, yeah, my constructor's done. And some more steel blocks. Just before sundown. Perfect timing. Cool. So I'm going to make a little wall over here because I'm not really going to put anything behind them. Fuck me. Alright, whatever. That'll do. I made a hanging there just to save some materials. Whatever. Let's fucking put this constructor down. I'm going to put you right... Oh god, it's not pretty. Right there. Cool. Yeah. So when you place blocks, or anything for that matter, it also gives you experience. And I made this cheese stick easy. Oh god. There he is, that son of a bitch. It's a minigun drone. He's not fucking around. I'm gonna wait for him to get over water, or over land, so it's easier for me to pick up his dead carcass. Cool. Close enough. Like I said, I made this stupid easy, so that minigun drone did not stand a chance. Ugh. Cool. So go over to his carcass. Look at all this cool shit. Reactor core. That would have been real fucking nice when I was making my base. What an asshole. But the cool thing is, your constructor can continue to use that shit. Cool. So, components, motors, pipes, capacitors, and shit. Everything I took off of his dead cold body. Cool. Now that I have a real constructor, I can take all of my shit from here. Yeah. Fucking. So the thing with shift click is it'll put it into your inventory. It won't necessarily put it. It will not put it into your usable or use list. So then we'll go ahead and put all of our raw materials. What else? Grow lights. No, sugarcane. Sweet. See how everything is cool and not red now? That's because you can make it, and it'll automatically queue up all the bullshit you need to do it. So let's make some steel blocks. See how it is on, but I did not turn on the main power. Boop! Oh, hell yeah. Everything's fucking on now. And it builds faster, too. Which is sweet. So I really just need enough steel blocks to make a real basic base for today. We'll make some doors, an O2 tank, a water generator, food processor, clone chamber. So, of course, the O2 tank holds the O2 that your O2 generator over here on the shore generates, and then you can't use that O2 until you research and create an O2 station. And make sure you go into the base freaking tab. You want to make a capital vessel, you make the O2 station capital vessel. It sucks. It sucks. O2 station for a base. That'll allow you to refill your O2, and it automatically pops up here in alphabetical order. Ish. Never mind. So, take that, take steel blocks, O2 tank. Cool. Oh, Jesus. So did you hear that little growly sound? It's a real unhappy neighbor. Where the hell is he? Right here. I mean, I say unhappy, but they're nice. They're friendly, unless you fuck with them. Hey, what's up, nigga? So, unless you shoot them, they do nothing. Literally nothing. Like, you can be getting attacked by some really predatory animals in the middle of the night. They will not come to your rescue. But if you shoot them, oh, mama, let's actually do that. Let's shoot them. Because I hate indigenous species, like, as much as the next American. Ah! Woo! Almost ran out of ammo. Don't get me bad. Cool. Killed them all. So the cool thing about these guys' bodies is they have things like bandages, a lot, or aloe vera, and tons of other types of plants that you can plant. Usually some food on them. Basically all the things that I want. Let's see here. Where's some more bodies? I killed 4. There you are. Hey, buddy. Sorry about that. Cool. So they have stuff that you can use, and shooting things does great things for your experience. It's just kind of fucked up. Oh, right, so I forgot to mention, you can right-click when you're placing these steel blocks and change their shapes. Holy fuck, I know, right? It's not like Minecraft at all.